Okay, I think we're live. Okay, what up? It's your boy the Libyan Monitoring Platform. This episode has been kind of draining just to set up. Has been draining just to set up. So yeah, it was up.
Nothing much. Yeah, it's just been a very tiring day. Up and down, up and down.
Yeah,
But yeah.
tiring day, and to me, yeah, a little bit tiring and kind of upsetting and almost frustrating. And this life is was trying to make it worse. Because I'm trying to fix the things so that we can do it the right way. So
Mm-hmm.
everybody can interact, like the interactions can go on and everything can move smoothly, and the app just don't want
Yeah.
to respect itself. I don't know if it is the app or if it is YouTube or what, but everything is just trying to mess up. Since I'm the
Uh,
moderator today, I don't know if I'll let you start or I should start. We've been observing things happening this week, like Francis Ngannou has became the world heavyweight champion of the UFC, and that's the first time a Cameroonian has ever done that. We've had Africans like Israel Desonia and Kamaru Usman. We've had those two. I've been following. I'm a huge UFC head. I know most guys are getting into UFC now just because of Francis and everything, but I've been a UFC head for a long time. Watching all the fights, like even before Francis started dominating, Israel has been my guy. Like every time he wants to fight, like I stay up, wait for the fights and everything. So Francis, this victory he just had now, had Cameroon united Cameroon in a weird way. Did you notice? Just for a split second, did you notice?
mhm. Yeah, definitely. Everybody was celebrating. So we're united in the joy.
Mm, not to me. It's not like we were united in the joy. Okay, to me, let me just say, in the beginning, when he won that fight, okay, yeah, everybody was posting champ, everybody could. Voilà un victoire pour le Cameroun. Yeah, victory for Cameroon. Cameroon has won. Cameroon this, Cameroon that. For a split second, I paused and I realized one thing. Everybody was talking about Cameroon, not French or English Cameroon, or not. At least the conversation was just about a Cameroonian has done it. And for once, everybody in Cameroon thought about one thing. They were thinking about one thing, thinking about one person, thinking about one goal after a long time. And it also brought me back to when this whole this crisis started in Cameroon and the African Nation Cup came. When Cameroon was playing, everybody was supporting Cameroon. So I just realized sports, I think if we can solve this problem in Cameroon, sports will be the solution to it. I mean,
Yeah, it just makes me to remember when we had a good football team when
yeah, even
everybody
just
used to
of
tune
recent when we
in
won
and
the African Nation Cup, everybody was
yes,
supporting. Yeah,
yeah, everybody's like when we have football has the power to bring people together. Like I'm not
sports in
much of a
general.
sports fan.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not much of a sports fan. Honestly, like I don't watch anything. I don't watch anything sports, no football, nothing. Yeah. The only sports that I watch once in a while, like really once in a while, rarely is this long tennis, what Serena Williams does. Whenever I
that's
just
I don't even have time to
glance
watch that
and
one.
when I glance and see her on TV, I'm like, okay, let me see what she does, like why she's such a big deal. Yeah, I think I've watched her like once or twice to see why she's such a big deal.
Yeah,
Other than that, like I'm not much of a sports fan, but when the football is on, when everybody is excited about it, like
yeah,
somehow, though some of us would, even some of us who don't enjoy it,
hmm,
it kind of rubs us on us. It kind of rubs us
yeah.
on us, yeah, and we too rejoice. Like I don't
Mm.
even know why I'm celebrating, but I just know Cameroon scored a goal, and so I'm happy to, yeah.
And so, Tabi, what's up? I think there's somebody new in the family. So, welcome to the family, okay? So Tabi said his victory is to make the artists in Cameroon come together and make Cameroon what it is used to be. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
What it used to be. Okay, yeah. So I hope that makes them come together. Like the day he won, the next day somebody just released a song titled Francis Ngannou with him on the cover, and I was like, "Mad, Les gens ne dort pas."
Yeah, it was. I saw a song from how do you call this guy? Phil Bill. He dropped a song where he was singing about Francis Gano, and the
Really?
video for the song is just highlights of his fight.
Oh, I think Malox was the first person who did it. Like Fini fois avec. I think 2 years ago when Malox started championing him. I think that was when he had the first championship fight when he lost
Mm.
against Stipe. Yeah, that was when he had the first fight. I think Malox has been hip on him like for a very long time, like on him.
That's nice.
Yes, same as I've always wanted to watch all his fights. Though I always watch the highlights of his fights because I don't even know when. They don't usually promote his fights as much as they promoted this one and all his championship fights. So I always
Mm.
miss it. Yeah, but this one was a big deal. So yeah, for a split second, I realized that that guy just made everybody talk about just Cameroon, not uh uh. Though they were talking about Batier, that he came from Batier, right? Is it
Mm-hmm.
Batier? Yeah, and then
Yeah,
some
but
guys were
yeah.
trying to specify it. So that belt is going to Batier in Cameroon, but yeah, the overall thing was everybody was happy that a Cameroonian is making it on that high level. That
Mm-hmm,
also like
mm-hmm.
so many
Right.
Cameroonians are being recognized on so many places now, and I've just realized like Belair, the whiskey. Blanche just recently had an interview with Belair, the guy who owns Belair. The same company, Lee Wayne has an endorsement with one of their brands called Bumbu. Little Ross has an endorsement with all of them. So I think they are recognizing Cameroonians now. Like Cameroon is opening up. Like that's one thing when Samuel Eto'o was going forward, at least guys were thinking about, okay, he came from where? Cameroon, and they wanted to know some things about Cameroon. I believe that's the same thing, almost the same thing now with Francis. Most people are just hearing the name for the first, maybe for the first time, especially in the world he's in right now, because I don't think all those guys in that domain, like in that lifestyle, they even they even bother like to know where Cameroon is or who Cameroonians are. But now that Francis is
Mm-hmm.
there, like I think they want to know like his backstory, like where did he come from? What's the country? How's the living condition in like because of the way he came up and said he grew up in a sandpit and all that child labor and other things. So they want to know how the country is, what are the things that can come from the country. So it's a win, like it's an opportunity for everybody, like for everything cultural in Cameroon, I can
Mm-hmm.
say. Yeah. So today as I was scrolling, not like scrolling, but in the Molitown group, somebody asked this question that Phil Bill demanded 500,000 francs for a production. And he was like, who
Mm-hmm.
the hell can pay that amount of money? Or who the hell will be stupid enough to pay it? You know? So when I saw that question, it struck like it's something I've been talking about with something I've been talking about with a producer, a producer they call him Jian on the beat. Like we've been talking about this same thing, and most producers in Cameroon have been talking about I've been educating them on the same thing before. Artists they can charge you 500,000 for production. There are so many things that will come into play before they charge you that amount. First of all, they can consider, okay, what tier is the artist in? Is it top tier? Is it A list, B list, or C list? Okay, so you charge your artists based on their wage because there are some artists that you can charge them upfront and you can lease your beats to them and you can sign a partnership on the beats with them. Okay, there are some
Mm-hmm.
artists like the artist, somebody like, let me just call names that they deserve if they want to buy a beat or they want a full production from you, including the beats, mixing, mastering, everything. You deserve that 500,000 francs. You have guys like Kosi who can generate up to 1 million views on YouTube and generate up to 300,000 francs on Spotify, 300,000 views on Spotify and all those places. All these artists who can generate this humongous amount of views on these platforms, they they can pay that amount of money, for production, and they can recoup the amount, while the producer doesn't lose out completely, or the producer doesn't miss out on the profit coming from it. Because when they meet some of these guys, they just meet them and work with them because they are friends and they are related, like they know each other like peers. The guy can
Mm-hmm.
just say, you jump on my song and I jump on your own. That's also a fair trade. Though
Mm-hmm.
collaborations don't even help the producers that much, or even help the smaller artists that much, but if you charge an artist of that tier like Blanche, Kosi, right now, let me just say Avero, Jess, or Loco, Malox, Nabila, Mimi, those A-list artists, you can charge them 500,000 because on Spotify, when that song goes, like when they stream the song on Spotify or YouTube and the song gets to that million views, they generate almost, if you make 1 million view on Spotify with your song, okay, that's almost $4,000. And in Cameroon, France, CFA, that's almost 2 million francs.
Mm-hmm.
So if you pay 500,000 to produce a song that just Spotify can give you 4 million francs, like 2 million francs, that's a big win for you, like the artists of that tier. But sometimes artists don't just want to pay it because, I don't know, they feel like the song will not generate, cannot generate the amount of money they will lose, you know. For an artist who have a structure already, has a fan base that can stream his songs and give him that amount of money, the producer, it is up to the producer now to leverage the popularity the guy has and the skill and the service he's providing, and just say, you know what, we can go into a contract. This beats or this production I'm doing for you, you won't pay me nothing, but we can just go into an agreement, like the royalties from this song will be like 30, 70, or 20, because they have the market. You can't just go and split 50-50 with them on the track, because their fan base will be the domain or the place where the revenue will be generated, will be the ones to generate or monetize, or like return the investment. So you can go to like 30-20% on the song. So, but when you try to approach them with that mentality, with that with a contract or with a deal, and they turn it down, okay? DJ Jazz, what's up? DJ, I say, boss lady, looking good. So when
Thank
you
you.
try to when you approach them with that kind of a deal, or some of these artists who are that tier, and you approach them with that kind of a deal, and they turn it down because they know how much they generate on a regular basis when they release songs, and they'll just believe, like, they'll just say, okay, but if I get into this kind of deal with this guy and this song generate 4 million, it means this guy will be expecting 200 million from this song, or 300,000 from this song, or 200,000 from this song. You know what? I won't. So they'll bring out the politics and like, Massa, and I just beats you, be my man, and all these things. So just tell them, okay, I'll just charge you 500,000 francs for the beats and the full production. It's fair. Okay, that would be the wage for the product, because they know it depends on the tier. So when Philby said that, and I thought about the guys he's producing for, and the guys he has given hits to, you know, I think it's fair enough to say he can produce a song for that amount, because both parties will benefit from it. So when that question was asked, I saw in the group, in the Molitown group, I saw guys saying like the question was absurd. Like the person who asked that question, he's fond of bringing up absurd, like bringing up topics that just is controversial topics, not like they're informative. You just want a conversation, you just want us to talk in the group, or you just want an argument in the group. But he asked this
Mm-hmm.
question with that same intention, not knowing he's he's addressing something which is actually, which makes sense, something which so many guys shy away from in the industry, something so many artists take advantage of when it comes to producers and their work and what they do for music. Because trust me, most songs that become hit these days, the producers play 80% of that song, because it starts from the beat. If the beat is whack, the song, even if you just spit the best on it, the energy or just the way the beat is, you scare everybody who is trying to listen to the song. You scare them away, or make them stop listening to the song. Unless you just say, you just go full a cappella and just do it vocally without just no beat. But if a
No
producer
be.
is, yeah, if a producer is putting a beat on the song, just know the beat and the production of that song is the driving force. That's what will make the artist or the listener stay on the song. There are so many songs that you cannot even hear what the artist is saying, but you stay and listen to the song till the end, just because it sounds good.
Yeah.
You know, you.
Yeah. But I just want to talk about something which you just mentioned.
Mm.
Is you said the producer 80%.
I
You
said,
give the producer
I said
80%. I
some
think
songs. I did not say every song.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm just trying to think like it's true. There are some songs that like it's the beat that makes me stay. I don't know what they are saying in the song. I'm
yeah.
thinking right now what comes to my mind is Jerusalem. I cannot
Mm,
tell you two words from that song. I just know that Jerusalem, like I don't know what yeah. So
mm,
but the beat is it's addictive. You dance to the beat. I love the
yeah.
beat, right?
Mm.
And there are other songs too like that which the beat makes you stay.
Like Bella.
But I'm just thinking,
Bella, Bella,
oh
Bella, Bella,
yeah,
Bella. That one too
yes.
became a
But
hit, you know.
I'm just thinking because there are songs too which I love the beat, but they are not that popular. So I'm just thinking,
Yeah,
is it the fact that the beat was nice that made the song popular, or is the fact that the marketing was done right? Because I just feel like even
both.
on the songs that become popular and people like because of the beat, 80% is still too much because there
No,
are some
I'm
songs
just
that just stay
saying
on
both.
the ground, even if yeah.
Okay. Like, for example, I was listening to that Blanche Riley's episode with Belair, and she said something like when she dropped Dango, she knew that Dango was the shit. Like, Dango was going to be the song, you know. But Dango just dropped and it died. And when she released Akam Will Stay, she knew that that would be the song that would take off, that would make her blow off. Because if you listen to all those songs, the lyrics of those songs reflect.
What I'm trying to think about, and Stanley, I don't know how much he really spends on the quality because one thing I know about Stanley is one thing I've observed is that he spends more time in the show than the behind the scenes work of the production and stuff.
Yeah, because the
So I'm just
show
trying to
gives him
think,
the promotion. The show gives the blogs and the media outlets content.
yes,
And
but
that's
I'm
also
just
a
trying to think
means of
like
promotion.
yeah, I'm trying to think like when does an artist get too big that they can spend less on the marketing? Because let me take for example, even like Beyonce, when she
Yeah.
dropped Lion is King, the marketing too was huge. They do a lot of marketing for all these their things. So
Mm,
I don't know. I just feel like as time
now,
goes by,
the
and especially
The Lion King project, that Lion King, because it's for the movie Lion King, it's just the soundtrack of the movie, you know. So that
mm,
Lion King album, the marketing for that project wasn't from Beyonce's camp. It was from Disney. Disney used the marketing for that. The album was a promotion for the movie. And Beyonce's name came with all the leverage and all the collaborations and all the rest. That also came as part of the marketing for the movie. So
mhm.
it's almost the same thing like when Disney, because now they still own Marvel, when they want to drop like an Avenger movie, it's still the same thing like they spend this for the halftime show at the, how do they call that shit?
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, yeah, halftime show, or festivals like Rolling Loud or Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, all these places, it's still the same. But in that way, they use that promotion but to produce an album using the biggest female name on planet Earth, Beyonce. You understand? So in that case, we are not talking about the promotion was huge, yes, but that's what Disney usually do for their movies. So that's not an album production. Let's use Lemonade for example, or Jay-Z's 444. The
Mm-hmm.
promotion did not carry. There was no big budget promotion for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
All those two projects, their individual projects, never had that big promotion, but the quality, they focus more on collaborations. Or Jay-Z had to travel to Jamaica, spend so much money to go to Jamaica and record an album, record a track there. They focus more on their diversity, the sound, to penetrate new markets and the rest, because they already know they have a core market that they can sell to, and if it is dope, that market will distribute it. So in the beginning of their careers, they can spend money on the marketing and the promotion. So the higher you go, the less money you spend on
Yeah.
marketing. and the more you have to
I,
focus on your quality of production. DJ Jabs also said to him he
yeah.
believes that songs are wait all songs are made by the beat. So that a hit song for
Mm-hmm.
him is made by the beat. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll not refuse that like the production is very important, but I'm just trying to look at my priority list. Let me say, for example, if
Mm,
I'm an artist, I'm
mm,
trying to look at my priority list.
mm,
And I, these days, for example, I remember I don't know what I was talking to that day, and they just reminded me that Nicki Minaj never won a Grammy, but Cardi B
mm,
is winning. And
mm.
I like if you're putting the song quality and the whatever of Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. I don't know who
Mm.
will say Cardi B is better. I don't know. But personally, I would say Nicki Minaj is by far
Yeah, no,
better.
Nicki Minaj
But it's
is
just
come
so
on DNA.
outstanding. It's just so yeah, it's just so surprising that Cardi B will be winning Grammys and
Hmm.
Nicki Minaj has never
Cardi
won.
B
So
is
it
winning
just
those Grammys is because of appeal. Like those award um organizers and the companies that organize those awards, they realize that Cardi B is a social media sensation. They want to appeal to her fans. It will increase their
so
viewership.
that's what yeah, so that's why I am saying that I feel Cardi B is in that position because she has done more marketing than Nicki Minaj. She has done more
Mm,
social media presence than Nicki Minaj. So these
yeah,
days, what
Cardi
I
B blew up
see is
in the
social
peak
media.
of social media. Nicki Minaj didn't.
Yes,
Nicki grew up in the age of quality of music. Cardi B in the age of social media, and which leads to
I
traffic. So
accept.
both of them, yeah, both of them dominated in their various eras. Like, but Cardi
I
B's own,
totally accept.
yeah, Cardi B's own is different,
Mm,
and she's winning these Grammys because mostly people don't watch TV these days, but there are still these TV networks that organize awards. So Cardi B is dominant on social media, so they wish to convert that social media fan base to TV viewership, so they can convert it to ads.
mhm.
That's why they need
Yes,
Cardi B to
but
win.
yeah. So what I'm trying to say is I feel
Mhm,
like as time goes by,
mhm,
people pay less attention even to quality than
mhm,
to what is trending, who has a social media presence. Like you
mhm.
see a lot of people who are trending now. Like even Beyonce, these are last project, this Black is King. It did not even trend as much as the 6ix9ine and the is this Soweto
Yeah.
like so it did not trend as much. So you
Mhm,
see that it's actually the social media presence that gets the numbers and gets the bigger bags now.
mhm, mhm,
That's what I noticed. So
mhm,
for me, I'm like, it's true the quality is important. I always go for quality over the hype and
mhm.
the trend or whatever. But for me, I think as the days go by, and if you want to be like that kind of viral sensation, you need to spend more time on the marketing. You need to spend more time on the social media and the hype and stuff than the behind the scenes. I don't know. That's what I see. Those are the people that I see winning big now.
It also vary on your audience because Cardi B never blew up as an artist. She blew up as a girl who always vents her emotions on social media, like a stripper who always complain what happened the night she went to the strip club and came back, how guys treat her or what she ran into. Like a talkative. These kind of girls, like let's just say a last scale Mama Atalaku. That's who Cardi B was, and she just switched into music. So she converted that cloud, that fame, into music. She started dropping like her mixtape Gangsta Chick, Volume 1, Volume 2, and the rest. Like, it's just almost like this social media, this viral sense, these Facebook viral ladies in Cameroon. It's almost like this Mama Talco woke up today and just say she wants to release music. That's what Cardi
Mm-hmm.
B is. You see, most of these media or radio stations want to play it because they want to you receive some of those Facebook fans that always watch her videos and share it. It's almost the same. So on the other hand, I'll go now to another person. So that's why I brought that example. Let's go to another person who also blew up on social media, but it's not about the gimmick, and he doesn't spend a dime on the social media promotion. But every time he drops, he sells above 100 and something K. He's of late now, XXX Tentacion. He did not pay. He did not do interviews. He did not go for media tour. He did not do anything. He'll just go
Mm-hmm.
live and just say, "Okay, I'm dropping my album in 2 weeks." And he doesn't always say his album is coming in a months or years. No, he can just go today and just say, "Okay, on Friday my album is coming out." Boom. And on Friday when the album dropped, boom, 100 and something K sold, selling more than some A-list artists.
Mm-hmm.
Like his last three albums, all of them sold above 120. He has, I think, just three or four albums before he died. You know, so it
Mm-hmm.
depends on the artist. You don't have to spend like, but he had the early projects that he released did not have the quality, but as he went closer to the last one, the last album, the quality you hear the change in the quality, like the diversity in the songs. So that's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying. Like the higher you go, because
Yeah.
the higher you go, you focus more on the recording the songs you feel comfortable recording and the quality and what you aim or what you want your songs to do. You focus less on the because right now I believe if they are still spending money on Cardi B's promotion, they are spending it just to keep her name in that the light where she came from, the gossip section, the gossip milieu where she came from. They just want to keep creating things that will make her name keep going viral for her to keep capitalizing on that
Mhm.
with her music
Yeah.
because that wasn't what she
Yeah.
was known for.
Yeah. I know. Like I started hearing Cardi. In fact, honestly, I started hearing the name Cardi B from her music. But before that, I know she also did reality TV and stuff like that. So I know she was that person in the reality TV world, stripper world. Then
Yeah, she did love and hip
she
hop.
did, yes. So
And
anyway,
she usually fight a
like what I'm
lot. That's
trying.
why they like her because she has a polarizing personality.
Mm. But what I'm trying to get at is personally, I do believe if you can handle the trending on social media, the social media numbers, and also producing quality, that's the best combination.
Bruiser Tefon,
That's what I
thank
think.
you.
That's a
Sorry for cutting you off. I think there's somebody new.
oh,
Shout out to Bruiser Tefon. So,
I, so I think if you can handle the two, you can merge the two. That's like explosion. And you
mhm.
see even that's what even happens when like you have YouTubers drop a song. The song might not be even good quality, but their fans always make it to top the charts. It will top the charts
Yeah,
for like a week, then it just disappears.
yeah.
But
Mhm.
just imagine if those YouTubers could also produce good quality music. That would just be like a perfect combination, right? So
Yeah.
if you can do both, I would say yes, do it.
Mhm.
Quality, I love quality, but I'm
Mhm.
just saying, if you also want to get numbers, you also want to make a lot of money from your craft, you should
Eric,
pay, I
what's
would say
up?
pay more
Yeah,
attention.
long time.
Yeah, still have not seen Eric, you heard from Eric. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
Eric
I
said long
think you
time.
should pay more attention on the marketing. That's what
Mhm.
that's what I think. Pay more attention on the marketing. But if you can do both, if you can do the marketing and the quality, that is a perfect combination. But the
Yeah.
marketing highly essential. If you're a starter out there and you want to produce a song and you have limited budget, don't go paying 500,000 for a producer. Honestly,
Yeah,
pay
no.
look
Yeah,
for
that's what I
somebody
said. I said it depends
low
on your
budget.
level in the game. If you're
Yes.
still starting, just
Look,
focus. Keep majority of that money for your marketing and promotion.
yes.
Like you said, a
Pay
million, right?
blogs and
Yeah.
whatever. Mhm.
So see, everybody is coming almost late. So thank you guys. If you're watching us now, just leave a like and you share the video, okay? And tell us what you think about the topic. Like the topics of today, we are talking about Francis Ngannou, what he represents, what happened when he won. Like he united Cameroon for a few moments, and we are talking about what producers deserve in Cameroon.
Mhm.
Like not only in Cameroon, how producers should charge artists that they produce for. What do they deserve? You know? Yeah.
Mhm.
So you guys can keep going in the comment section there while we chop it up. So yeah, like we said, the million, like you asked me if I'm giving 1 million francs to produce a record. Should I give and the producer is demanding half of it? Should I give him? No. Yeah, I wouldn't, you know. But if I was somebody like in Cameroon, let's go with the tiers in Cameroon. If I'm somebody like Kosi, okay, I can give in a million francs, I can give that 500 because I know that song will generate at least 3 million francs. And at that point, if you turn down the offer, if you know the producer is fun or not like fun, he has been delivering hits for so many guys and you like his production quality, you approach him because you like his work. So if he's giving you his wage and you turn it down, one, you're being greedy. He's not overcharging you. You're being greedy. You just want to take advantage of his service. You don't want to pay his wage. He's charging you because he know what you guys can generate if the two of you work together. That's why he's giving you that kind of a charge. You know. So that's why I would advise artists who produce for most of these big guys who are coming into the game now. Like not like coming into the game now. Most of these A-listers, don't sell them a beat. Don't charge them a wage for a studio session. Produce the song as with royalties. Just say I'm producing this song as a partnership.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have 30% of anything this song generates, which means your shows you go to, if that song is a hit and that song is a crowd drawer, like every fan that comes to that show is coming to hear you play that song or sing along to the song with you. Every show you go to, I may have 5% of the money, 5%. Every stream, every revenue generated from the streams of that song, I may have 20% of the money or 30% of the money. You know, anything that carries a signature or trademark of that song, I have some leverage or equity from that song. That's what I would advise producers who produce for these top dogs to go for. That's why you see guys like Metro Booming. They are so rich. DJ Master, they are so rich. They don't just charge an artist. If they are selling you a beat, they sell a beat in the USA. Like if DJ Master wants to sell a beat, he will say that beat is 200K and you have to pay it. If they
Mm-hmm.
want to pay the 200K, you guys get into an equity partnership thing on that song. You do what you have to do. I do it like the song he did with Roddy Rich, Balling. That song, I think that song made over, let me just say, they said it was $4 million. That's 50-50 on that song alone. So let me
Mm-hmm.
read the comments. Like, yeah, Bruiser Tefon say we seriously have a problem with the marketing part. We seriously have a problem concerning the marketing part in music. Yeah, Cameroon has that problem. Everybody knows that Cameroon has it. So yeah, and slowly we are trying to solve it behind the scenes, and let's see if we'll solve it. And even we can stream our music as others do. That's what I'm saying. Like Spotify is now in Cameroon, and that's a big, big, big advantage for so many artists. Yeah,
Is it
release your
really?
audios. Yeah, release your audios on Spotify and your videos on YouTube. That's what I'll advise.
Is it really? Is it really? I don't know.
Okay, you are the consumer. Tell me
Like
what you
I think,
think.
yeah, I don't know. I think if we have to talk about this, we have to have like a whole episode where we talk about this because
Okay.
like I got Spotify. I remember you asked me, you sent me a message asking if we have Spotify now, and I got
Yeah.
it, and I was really happy about it, excited. But then
Yeah.
like it seems okay, you have to like you cannot really listen to
You
this
can
music
listen,
for
but they'll give you
free.
they'll yeah, you can listen, but if you are using the free subscription, they give you what they want you to listen to. You cannot play what you want to listen to.
Exactly. And
I'll
then
tell
in
you
order
there's
for
a
you to
shortcut to that.
subscribe,
But if you listen to it
in order
on
for
a
you to
PC, you can listen to what you
yes.
want to listen to. But you cannot
Okay, yeah, but anyway,
but you have
most people are on
ads.
their phones.
Yeah,
Most people
most
are on their
people on their
phones. And
exactly. You face that difficulty on
in
your
order for
phone.
you to yeah, in order for you to subscribe, you need to be giving things like credit cards or stuff. And most of our
Yeah,
credit cards are not accepted. They are not
yeah.
accepted by Spotify. So I'm like, if you're an artist who your core audience is the common Cameroonian and you're putting your songs on Spotify, it doesn't really make sense because your core audience cannot get these songs
Mm-hmm.
because they don't accept the credit card I have, you put in your details and stuff and they don't recognize it and they ask you for what did they ask for that like the one number or like I don't even know what you're asking for
CVV.
and I didn't have it. Yes. So I'm just saying
Every
that for
credit
the
card
if
has a
your core
CVV.
audience No, I'm talking about something about my address. It's a something that is a 5 digit
Postal code.
zip code.
Zip
What is
code
zip
is
code?
zip postal code. Just put 6237.
6237. Okay. 66237. Okay, I hope I remember that. Okay, so I'm just saying that most
Or you
times
put
they'll not even accept
2376, but it involves 237 before they wanted to add the six. Like it's the area
it.
code.
Okay, so
Yeah.
most Cameroonians don't have they don't have the facilities to be able to use those platforms. So it doesn't make
Hmm.
sense for me you having a core audience Cameroonian and getting on those big platforms. Through the name they hide will be like whoa whoa whoa. You have diasporas buying it and stuff. But if your core audience is the common Cameroonian and that's the person you're targeting, I don't know. It doesn't really make much sense because I listened to that Salatia album. Then I wanted to go and listen to some specific song, and then they're like, "No, you have to be subscribed and stuff
Yeah,
in order
but
for it
if
to
you
make
want
sense."
to listen to it, you can listen
Option.
to it on your PC, and you can. Yeah,
Yeah,
on your PC you
I'm
can,
I'm
but you
just
have to listen to ads on your PC. Same
yeah,
as
and I'm just
YouTube. We
also
are used to listening to ads on YouTube or watching ads on YouTube. Okay,
yeah, but there's
so
the option to skip the ads. No,
Teflon
but
say, yeah,
Spotify you don't
Libby,
have the
you're
option
right.
there.
Yeah, Teflon is saying, Libby, you're right. Okay, in Cameroon, no producer will do what you are saying, like the
Mm-hmm.
equity thing. Like no producer will do it. Yeah, because they want the upfront cash. I don't know. They want. There's a whole deep. I think I'll have to do like a whole audiobook on this topic because this topic he has. There are so many things producers need to understand about
Mm-hmm.
production, about music as a whole, about how to get money. Because I
Mm-hmm.
know Cameroon producers don't go for this equity because they believe most artists will just drop their song on YouTube and will just get 10K views and that's it. They've worked for free. So they prefer to get they pay for their wage upfront. So even if the artist is losing, they just know they made the money from the song. Same goes with video
Mm-hmm.
directors, like guys who direct videos. They just want that's why they say Cameroon artists produce songs, but producers make the money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Video directors make most of the money in the industry, you know. So I think we'll be rounding up. How long have we been going
Yeah. So
for?
I don't know. What DJ just said the live just stopped at my end. I don't
No,
know
he
DJ
said that
just
thing. No, it's still going on because this is the live on my phone.
okay.
It's still playing. So it
Okay.
stopped and it came
Okay.
back. Yeah.
Okay. We have Buddha Stefan saying thank you, Ita. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Is that the facility is our main problem. That's so true. You have a lot of people complaining. I want to support you, but your things are on platforms which I don't have access to. Even for example, the Camoya movie therapy on Netflix. True, we're
To be
hyped about it.
honest,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
no.
But
To be
most
honest,
of
I haven't
us,
seen it. I searched it on YouTube on Netflix. Here it's not available, and I'm hearing that you have to. It's Netflix Nigeria, which means it's available just in Nigeria Netflix or the IP address. Zinga Lloyd, what's up? You're late.
hi. So and also most Cameroonians who use Netflix, they use the accounts of their brothers and sisters out there.
Overseas,
Honestly, I don't have a Netflix
yeah.
account. The common Cameroonian, most Cameroonians, majority of the Cameroonian population do not have Netflix. Netflix is still a foreign thing for us.
That's
So
why I
I'm not
said.
saying
That's why I said
we can
Netflix. You
get
can't create Netflix in Cameroon, right? I was saying that thing. Somebody was arguing.
that you cannot.
Can you use a Cameroon credit card to pay for Netflix?
I've never tried, but I have Netflix, but it's not my account. You can at, most of these platforms they don't accept Cameroonian credit cards, so they do not. Most of these foreign platforms, they do not. We don't have the facilities for this thing. So it just that's why I said we need to have like a whole episode where we talk about these things because I was just thinking about it and I was like, what's the point? It's just the hype. It's just the whoa you're on this big platform, but your own people will not even get to enjoy it.
Yeah,
They'll not get to enjoy it.
because
And you
even
tell Cameroonians go
I
and
haven't
support.
watched the movie
Yeah.
Therapy. I only see guys posting pictures and YouTube
Yeah.
screenshots and
Yeah.
Netflix screenshots. But I searched it here. The only one
Mm,
I saw when I searched was I don't know if it has to do with the keyword. I saw Fisherman's Diary coming soon, and I had to click reminder, but the therapy I could not find it.
But when I said she, I got it. But a friend of mine in the US, she said she could not get it. So I
Yeah,
think
same
it's
here.
just
I could not
for
get it.
it's just for us. Mhm.
So,
Yeah. So anyway, what I'm just driving to is like we have all these our local platforms. Like
mhm,
for movie platforms, there are a lot of movie streaming platforms, but Cameroonians will not want to put it there because it doesn't give you the hype, the prestige of, yay, I'm on an international platform.
mm,
Well, it is what it is. I don't know. It just goes back to the point of when we learn to love our own and learn to make our own shine. And because, for example, with these local platforms,
mhm,
for example, Canal Day, they have Canal Day movies where you can go, you put movies on it, and then you pay with Momo, you pay with your MTM mobile money.
mm,
Those are things which
mm.
you can use, but maybe it's not prestigious enough. So we'll go with the Netflix, and don't be surprised if your
The
people don't
problem
turn
is
up for it.
the problem is Canada is not making it prestigious. Canada is the problem, not the platform or not the Cameroonians. That's a whole topic on its
I,
own.
it's not. That's why I say we need a whole episode because there are a lot of
Yeah, I
layers.
know why I'm
If we
saying
start
that.
with
And
this
the
topic,
reason, yeah, the
yeah.
reason I don't want to give that whole thing out is because my own streaming service is coming. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Canada is the problem, not the Cameroonian consumer or not the developers.
Uh,
Yeah, everybody is at fault,
uh,
but you need to understand somebody's weakness. You need to understand who they are. As a marketer, you need to understand your consumers if you want to market. If it
the,
fails, you try again. Okay,
but that's the
Romeo
thing.
E, welcome. This somebody new, I think. The thing
Hi,
is,
Romeo.
yeah, Romeo say the thing is here. The thing is here is the unemployment rate in Cameroon. Unemployment rate in Cameroon is very high, so it's gonna be hard for a lot of fans to stream as they want, as stream they may
As they
want
want
to,
to, yeah.
as they may want to.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Therefore, our artists will be struggling. Okay, DJ Jabs, maybe we have Netflix Pro and Netflix Camera has Netflix. DJ Jabs, okay again. So maybe we have Netflix Pro and Camera. Ah la la.
Yeah, maybe that's a possibility. Yeah, and yeah, my observation is, for
Mhm.
example, how did I even know about these Canadian movies or the fact that there's this app, Yabado, other apps that you can go and
Yeah,
watch
I
things
know
on?
all of them. I
It's
know.
a friend. It's a friend of mine who came and she was like, she wants to watch something, and she
Do
said
you know
she
why
can
this?
watch it on
Do
that
you know what?
platform. And I
Yeah,
was like, I have no idea about this. And she's like, hey, you don't know about this. Students use this in school. Like, if you don't have a TV in your room, you can check out certain things on those platforms and stuff, and you can buy with your credit
credit
or
card,
things
mobile
like that.
money.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, mobile money, which is very easy to use. So what
Yeah.
I'm saying is that you already have consumers on these platforms. You have, especially more of the French-speaking audience standing up on these platforms,
Yeah.
Cameroonian locals stand up on these platforms. But now the issue is we don't have a lot of these big movies don't put their movies on these platforms.
Okay.
Maybe also maybe the deal which they'll get from Netflix is bigger, probably more money. So maybe
Yeah, it's
that's
more
what they are
money.
looking at.
Yeah, and they are looking for crossover success, like for Money Heist. Money Heist was just mainly for Spain, But when the thing got to
Mm-hmm.
Netflix, everybody and it was dubbed, like translated. The thing got international appeal. So I just believe
Okay.
maybe that's what most guys are trying to
Okay.
capitalize on that Netflix market.
Okay. Now, let's take the example of Money Heist. It made it big in Spain, right?
No, it was
And
just
then
for Spain. It was a Spain show, and it even flopped in Spain. It
yeah.
failed in Spain. That's why it was cancelled. It was
Mm,
cancelled at season two. So Netflix, somebody at Netflix just saw the movie and contacted the producer of Money Heist and said Netflix wants to buy it. And he said,
mm,
just buy it, take the thing and put it on Netflix. So they paid them actually, but not much. So when Netflix also just bought the thing for small amount of money, they throw the thing on
mm,
Netflix. The thing took off. They started seeing fans in the
mm.
USA making that mask. Videos started popping up like outside of Spain accepted the song. Maybe it's because of the translation or the guys who did the English translation. the personality, like the way they did the audio, he added more life to the original song, or maybe I don't know what. But instead, the
Okay.
Western audience fell in love with the song, and now Netflix said, you know what, we want you to produce season 3 and 4. You see, it's Netflix now that paid, because they said the season 1 they did it like most of their effects, like the beach, they use a green screen and all those things because of low budget. But when Netflix wanted to
Mm-hmm.
produce season 3, the money was actually money printed. The helicopter was actually there. The island, if they had to shoot in the Bahamas, they go there. Like they spend now the high budget production because the movie became international success like over. Meanwhile, it failed in Spain. The Spanish audience didn't connect to this a movie made in Spain. I just believe that's why most creators now want to go to Netflix, because they reach a wider audience, like people who guys who are like who have open minds. You know.
Yes, that's true. That's true. You get a wider audience, but there's also something which also we also need to understand is if we when we are on these big platforms,
Yeah.
we are like the insignificant people on these big platforms. For
Hmm.
example, if Spotify or Netflix wants to have like a panel, they want to invite people, they want to give money to some people, why
Yeah.
would they go and take, like they will never take a Cameroonian.
No, they
But
take you based on the response from their subscribers and their audience. Money Heist was the same. You know, the movie blew up and made Netflix tell, because they never had a script for season 3 and 4. It ended at 2.
Mhm,
So Netflix, because of the
mhm,
success of that 2, Netflix had to find them and pay them to do 3 and 4. It's the same thing with any of
mhm,
these movies. If the Fisherman Diary go to Netflix now and blow up in Nigeria or most of these English speaking country or the Bahamas, and Westerners start, or it trend in any country in the world, like top 10, just know they'll contact Can Quintos to produce another movie, or maybe Fisherman Diary 2.
mhm.
That's just how it
Yes,
is.
yeah. And this is a good thing for the whole Cameroonian scene, right? Because it's like they might not just end at contacting Can Quintus. They might be like, okay, who else is there? What
Yeah,
other
they'll want
talents are
to
there
say,
and stuff?
but
Yes.
if this thing came from there, it
Which it,
means a lot is hiding in that country, so they'll have to go digging.
yeah,
Yeah,
yes. So it's a good thing. It's a
yeah.
good thing
Hmm.
on one end. But what I'm saying is what I'm saying to this artist or these people producing this movie is, for example, when Therapy came out, it
Yeah.
trended in Nigeria. Why? Because first, like the one of the main actors there, RMD, shared it
Hmm.
on his platform, told his fans to go and watch, so that audience
Hmm.
tuned in, and there's a high probability that Netflix, looking through their stats, they have more subscribers in Nigeria than in
Then
Cameroon. In fact,
Cameroon,
very
yeah.
few in Cameroon. Yes. So it will definitely be trending in Nigeria instead of Cameroon.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is, if let me say these therapy people, they see these statistics and they're like, our Cameroonians are not supporting us. Look at it's Nigerians that's a lie. You're putting on the platforms where Cameroonians don't even have access to. How
Listen,
do you
like
expect us
I'm
to turn up and support you?
listen. If the movie
Mm-hmm.
is accepted by audience out of your country, you as a
Mm-hmm.
creator will be embraced and you will make the money. Your country will not. Netflix goes for the viewership, the audience, the money, and the subscription. They don't. It's not like if the movie doesn't come from Cameroon, they will not turn to Cameroon to pick more. They'll just stick. That's why I said they'll contact Can Quintos, the person who directed that movie, to give them another classic if he can, or to keep the ball rolling until it falls off, until the wheels falls off. That's why they are riding
Yeah,
Money Heist until it can fall off.
yeah, but I'm not talking about Netflix. I'm not talking about Netflix. I'm talking about creators, Cameroonian creators complaining about Cameroonians not supporting them.
Yeah,
Netflix can support them all they want, give them the money or whatever, and
yeah.
that's awesome.
If
That's
they
an
can
awesome thing.
generate,
But I'm
if
talking
their
about,
movies can
I'm
generate
talking,
Netflix the revenue, Netflix will keep supporting them. And DJ Jab just asked a
yes.
question. Therapy is first.
Mm,
Fisherman Diary will be second.
mm,
So yeah, he was
mm.
asking which Cameroon movie made it first to Netflix. It was Therapy.
Therapy,
I
yes,
even
therapy.
recorded a video
Yes,
on that, but I deleted. I've recorded so many videos on so many topics, and during the editing process, I just get that,
yeah,
just feel a type of way along the
yeah.
way and delete it. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, what I'm just saying is creators need to also be able to look at this. When you say Cameroonians are not turning up and supporting you, also remember that for Cameroonians to support you, they should be able to have easy access
Says,
to
yeah,
support you.
exactly. That's why
Yes,
I'm saying
through
that's what.
these international platforms will take you on their shows and stuff, but
Mhm.
Cameroonians don't have access to it. Secondly, if Cameroonians don't have access to your songs and they're not able to stream your songs, fall in love with your song, you
Mhm.
also have, and there'll also be an impact with what, for example, if you have like a concert in Cameroon, if a
Mhm.
lot of Cameroonians will invite to your songs because they don't have easy access to it, and you have a
Mhm.
concert to Cameroon, there's a high probability that your show will not be sold out because it's not those Americans that are coming to attend your shows. No, no,
Yeah,
they'll not
yeah.
come to Cameroon to sell out your shows. So, and it doesn't translate well to a company if you have a show in your own country and it's not being able to sell out. So, for
Mhm.
example, this Francis Ngannou who has won. You go to ESPN, their website, they have a lot of there's this video of his people in Batie shouting and celebrating. They
Yep.
are going to his origins, talking about how Cameroonians. I saw this article on Al Jazeera how Cameroonians feel about this. There's this thing when somebody wins big internationally, they want to see how your people are embracing you. What is the how do your people receive it? How are Cameroonians reacting to this? They want to see if it can make them to expand the Cameroonian market. Can they
Mhm.
have a branch in Cameroon and all that stuff? But then if they
Mhm.
see like, okay, you are here, you are in these big platforms, but back home, you're not much of a big deal because your people don't even know much about you. Your people don't even watch you that much because,
Mhm.
well, they don't have access to you. It
Mhm.
doesn't speak well. That's what I'm trying to say.
No,
True, they'll
listen.
give you the big
Let
deals
let
through the
let
international. Yeah.
let me tell you how this thing works. Netflix,
Mm-hmm.
like the Western world, most of them, yeah, sometimes we have to think that way, okay? You bring somebody from a region of the world just because you need the market, you need that market, or you bring them because
Mm-hmm.
realize or you believe they are some sort of big shot or they can pull the market and bring to them. That's one way of looking at it. But the next way
Mm-hmm.
is from the examples you've used, okay? Let me go with
Mm-hmm.
Netflix and UFC. Those two guys don't give two
Mm-hmm.
damns about if your audience watch them or not. If what you offer them make their viewership, make their viewership um, expand, give a, sell out their pay-per-views, like bring them more subscription. They don't care where you come
Mm-hmm.
from, but the fans like your name. And when it comes to fighting, the fans that love fighting, they just want to see how you lose or who you're going to knock out. That's just the hype about fighting. So at Netflix wants to see which is this movie. Are people going to like this movie? Have you watched the movie The Beast of No Nation? I wanted you to watch that movie before. It's on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
It's about a story of an African country, I think Uganda or I don't know, about a war. That movie
Mm-hmm.
was when Netflix just started. That was I think the first one of the first movies. I think that was in 2015 when Netflix started because Netflix
Mm-hmm.
started way back in 2019 as a renting company, renting out CDs and the rest before they started the streaming platform. Yeah. But when they started the streaming platform, The Beast of No Nation, that was the first movie I actually watched on Netflix when I used my money to pay Netflix. It was dope.
Mm-hmm.
It was written by an African and a Western director read the book and they had to screenplay it and Netflix bought it and it became number one around the world at that moment. So what I'm saying is Netflix don't care and the audience of that country themselves do not even have the means to watch Netflix. But the story has the potential to sell in other countries that have that accessibility, the access. That's why I don't blame Cameroon artists who decide to do trap music or trap hip hop. Because if they get on a place like Spotify and they have the finance to pay for promotions on all those platforms, they will blow up in those regions
Mm-hmm.
without even pulling the Cameroon audience. So they don't even care where you come from. They care about what the impact of what your art or what you're offering them, how it resonates with their audience and how it keeps their viewership entertained.
Mm-hmm.
So they stick to you. They don't go
Yeah.
back to your country to find, okay, if this guy's like this, who else is in that country that can deliver the same thing? No. They stick to the winning formula. They say in football, on a change pas l'équipe qui gagne, on ne change pas la formation qui gagne. If you're using this formation and it keeps winning, you don't go back to find in the country or the place where the players came from to see if you can buy somebody new. No. You maintain the formation until it starts losing. Then you find somebody that can fill up the gaps or you drop it.
Mm. Yeah, I don't kind of agree with that point
No,
because
that's the strategy
I
Netflix is
see.
using. That's the
No,
strategy most
I'm
of these
saying
big companies are using.
what I'm saying is I see things like one South African movie on Netflix,
Yep.
then the movie makes it big. Then now you have a lot of South African movies on Netflix, not from the same production company,
Yes.
different locations, different
Yeah.
people. I see one Nigerian movie, it makes it to a certain level, gets certain attention. You see more Nigerian movies from
Should I
different platforms.
let me tell you
Yeah.
how it
So
works?
what I'm driving at is
Yeah.
I get your point of the Netflix, and
Mm,
I think right we
mm,
can use different strategies to get to the top, right? Some
yeah.
people can do the international platform, some people can do the local platform. All in
Mm,
all, get into one destination. But what I'm trying to say is,
mm,
I'm trying to relate the fact that these songs or these movies are on international platforms
mm,
to the fact that Cameroonians don't really turn up to support their own artists.
yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm
Yeah.
not like Netflix, cool, good, they are on the top. I'm excited, I'm happy about it. But my
Mm,
point is, if you as an artist, you complain about your people not supporting you, also
yeah.
remember that you're not giving the people easy access to support you. That's my point.
Okay.
That is my
What
point.
if what
That is my
if
point.
you listen? What if the facilities in your country that can actually make them support you are available, like the Canada, CRTV, or I don't think there are theaters in Cameroon anymore. So if you have those kind of places in
That's
Cameroon and you put your movie there and guys don't turn up to watch those movies and you see a place where you can actually leverage that movie to make money. First and foremost, you're doing that art to generate revenue and to be sustainable. That's the first part of it. Okay? I think I need to time limit. Yeah,
My
it was
phone
set.
is soon going off. Oh.
Okay, I think we should be rounding up.
My
We'll
charger.
continue this topic
Mhm.
next week. Okay?
Yeah, that's
So
how like
guys,
if we start this topic, it's going to be another episode
yeah.
on its own. Where's my
So,
charger?
guys, I think we'll end it here. Okay. Thank you guys who tuned
Mhm.
in. Leave a like on the video if you're watching us now. Leave a like on the video and you share it. If you enjoy the podcast, you enjoy this episode, just subscribe to the channel. Okay. We'll be doing this contrast podcast. We'll be doing this every Wednesday on Mollytown and on Wednesday on
On
Chakra
Chakrati.
TV and Thursday on Mollytown. Okay. These are two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we want to change the Cameroon media, like the way we view you know, together we are trying to change it. We are just two, okay? I believe there'll be more joining us or there'll be more coming behind us to follow the trend or express this kind of topics we talk about here because there are no platforms in Cameroon talking about these things that we talk about here. So to bring your friends onto this topic, this conversation, subscribe to the channel and share our live videos. Okay, just like this video because it makes it rank high on YouTube, and that way, those friends who may be interested in this kind of topics may get to see it and subscribe too.
Mm-hmm.
So just like the video, subscribe to Chakra TV to stay tuned. So yeah, if it has anything else to say, she can say, and then we'll call it a wrap.
Yeah, I really don't have much to say. Like you said, just subscribe to us, and also, we have the WhatsApp group, and the Molitan WhatsApp group is more active. Do you put the link to the Molitan WhatsApp group below this video, or is just a contrast WhatsApp group?
No, is them? I think both of them are below this video.
Okay, yeah. So join any of them, but
Yeah, the WhatsApp group.
like
There's
I
a
said,
link of the WhatsApp group down there. You guys can just click the
yeah.
link and
So
join the WhatsApp group. If you're new, by the way.
yeah, so this topic was gotten from the WhatsApp group. So sometimes we get topics from there. So if you want to be part of the decision making, the topics we talk about, then you probably want to join behind the scenes to be able
Yeah.
to have that access. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So thank you guys for watching and we love y'all. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Yep, and that's the end of the stream.